Hello everybody. Thought I would get on here and post a quick video on a new thing that I ended up with. So there she is. Got a Kawasaki Mule Pro MX 695 cc's, and I know there's probably several different videos out there. I did watch a few YouTube videos kind of presenting these, but I just kind of wanted to give my version of it too. So I think it's always good to get a different perspective from a lot of different people. But that's it. That's the Kawasaki Mule 2023 version. So it was hard to grab up one of these things. I was actually looking at CF Motos, John Deere Gators, several different ones, but I mean, a lot of the reviews are showing that the Mule and the John Deere Gators are pretty close in what they can do and the reliability factors. So I'm just going to get in this thing, show you a few options this thing has, and if, just my opinion, see if you think you might like it. But kind of got some pretty decent doors on it. Got some pretty heavy duty latches. They're kind of the metal latches. Got a good little clip in there for them, so that's always good. And this is what this thing has got on the inside here. So you got your light switches, and when you turn the key off, the lights automatically go off. So it's your neutral, high, low. There's your reverse, and I don't know if you can hear this or not. But if you hear it in four-wheel drive, here you can engage. That's a differential lock, and then it's got all your lights on here that pop up and show you kind of some of the things that are on, which items you got turned on and stuff. So I got it in park. Park and brake is on. It's right here. So hopefully this thing is showing up good. It runs great. I mean, it does. It runs really good. So we got in case you need to plug up something, or you got a little heater you want to warm your hands up with. So let's see, you got your glove compartment there. It's got some little tools in there. Storage there and there. Another storage bin here, here, here. And if you're carrying tools in this thing, probably either just might as well throw them in the back or throw them on the floorboard, because your tools aren't going to go in those little cubby holes. You can set a cell phone down in it, but nothing else. That's needs to be. You got a heavy seat belt latched here. I mean, I kind of got it back behind me, because if you don't have it latched, this thing is like really, really slow. So, but pretty heavy duty seat belts if you need those. But there's the latches here. I'll pull this up and I'll show you some of the other little things for underneath here. You just kind of just barely have to pick this thing up and it automatically goes. It's got the hydraulic thing there, hydraulic, whatever the name of it is. There's a little storage bin right in here. It's pretty good size. If you can see that, my shadow might be blocking it. And there's the little engine on this thing. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of power. It's roughly 695 cc. That transfers to like 45 horsepower, I think, something like that. But there's some other things in here. I mean, it's pretty easy to work on if you ever needed to get in here and work on it. I mean, I'm like leaning way over here and can get into all these little nooks and crannies and all kinds of stuff. There's the oil filter, some brake adjustment lines there, and let me show you this thing too on here. Right here, this thing here, if you needed to adjust the suspension, there's a wrench that they make, and you can adjust those and make it a little softer as far as riding, not riding rough terrain. There's this trailer hitch there. If you wanted to put one on, I'll probably put a ball on there eventually. So let's see if there's anything on the other side it might be interesting. All right, so the spark plug there. Some of the little gadgets here, some of the plugs. They do have a good little special going on for all the electrical things. This little tie coming down. Like some of the, like you get a warranty automatically, like a 3-year warranty, but they offer an extended warranty on these things for 4 more years, and that covers all the little electrical gadgets, all the little the little switches and stuff. They cover all of that too. So I decided not to do it. I mean, I can probably fix a lot of it myself, but either way you want to do it. Park and brake here, it's got to be engaged. When you got it in neutral, it don't automatically adjust. So gas cap right there holds roughly 9.5 gallons. Let's see if we can show these I-beams headlights. All right, let's see. This is the regular lights right there. You can see that. It's kind of just regular old headlights. And then that's the high beams on the halogen lights. I kind of like those. Those are pretty cool looking. Looks better in person. But anyway, let's turn both on. See what that looks like. There you go, going down the road. And it's got a high beam, low beam on them too. Pretty neat. So, not bad at all. Turn this off. Did you hear that? Hear that? That's the 4-wheel drive kicking in. Listen. Click. That's a differential lock. So, anyway, pretty cool little ride. You got a spot here for a winch. I'm going to get one of those put on here because if I'm over at another place, I might need a winch to get me up the steep hill. So let me show you this. These things pop off of here, and let's see. I can set this down. All the way. All right, hang on. There we go. Got a little storage compartment here. You got some of your fluids there, the heating and cooling, or cooling unit, not heating. I mean, that's pretty easy to get on there. I mean, I can do it one-handed, I think. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Just lock it in place. That's another little storage area. And I will show you, if I remember how to do this. I think this one has a little switch right here. Pull that up, the seats come up. There's your battery. There's that big compartment I was showing earlier. Still goes under that if you wanted. I mean, if you had like a pair of maybe some heavy duty coveralls or overalls that you were taking out in the woods with you, and you wanted to put that in there, that's a good spot to put that, I guess. I'll just throw them in the back. And you got that one. That is the air filter in there. We'll take that off, but I don't want to. So, this is pretty cool little thing here. This is another kind of a little storage area. And there's your dipstick for the oil. And let's see, I mean, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, that just pops off like that. I haven't ever taken this off, so let's see what it looks like in here. All right. Oh yeah, there's a little air filter in there. All right. You can hide some top secret stuff in there if you needed to. I'm playing. Anyway, some fuse boxes here and here. So that was pretty neat. Pretty good battery, fuse for the battery. All kinds of stuff down in there. This is a little more confined up here. You'd have to take that off. Get down in here if you needed to. But I don't see any reason why anybody would even need to get down in there, really. So closes right on up. And pretty good tires on the thing. So some good knobby tires. Don't need anything fancy there. So front tires a little thinner, but same kind of shock things up here if you needed to adjust it for a smoother ride so it wouldn't be so bouncy. But this thing is set up pretty good from the factory, so I'm not concerned about that. You see some of the arms in there, a lot of different systems in here that really work well. I mean, I haven't had any complaints at all. It rides really smooth, going up hills, down hills, sideways hills. Man, this thing is comfy. So there's the other side, some brake lines. And so that's kind of what it looks like underneath. There's the power steering fluid. This thing does have power steering in it, so that's one side. Another is the other side. Sorry about that. Some person is, let me turn it up this way. See if you can see underneath. That probably is not good. Let me see what we can do here. Let me switch the camera here. Get you kind of an idea of what the clearance looks like. So this is roughly 18 inches here, so you got good clearance under this thing, and you can see it's got like a plate all the way down on the bottom. So I hate that thing's in the way. Let me switch this. That might be a little better. All right, that thing's got a whole plate underneath all the way down. So I mean, if you run over something pretty heavy, rocks or something, I mean, you're going to have plenty of room under here. And that is, it's kind of like a hard carbon kind of plastic, but it's going to protect everything under there. So you don't have to worry too much about eating things too bad. And of course, you're not going to, I mean, if you're in an area where you're kind of roughing it up a little bit, then you might want to think twice about going in there. This thing was roughly $13,000, and I got it at this place right here, Alcoa Good Times, up in Louisville, Tennessee. So pretty good guys to work with. You'll see Josh, Brian, some of those guys up there. They do good stuff up there. Got a lot of different items to choose from. And here, let me get you some other stuff here. Good shocks in here. I mean, even if you needed to work on this thing like from down here, it does pretty good. I mean, I don't see any reason unless you're doing something to the rear end, you know, kind of changing the fluids out of that. Because, I mean, I don't know, there's the brake system there. Here's the other side. And it's pretty neat to get in here and see all this stuff. So pretty easy to work on under there. So all in all, good, sturdy, strong vehicle. Show you something. Pull these off, and there you go. This thing carries, I'm not sure, I think it carries like cargo weight 1,000 pounds, I think. Tow weight maybe is, I know it's 1,500. Could be vice versa, but got your head guard back here. I got a roof ordered for it that I'm gonna be putting on. I'll kind of do a video on that too. So, but I did get distracted from the tractor. I get distracted easy. So, I think the last video I did on that thing, it was like, hey, I'll have it cranked up and running at the end of September. But, oh well, here, let me show you what it looks like. I did do a few things to it. So, let's show you. Get this out of the way. And there it is. So, we got the hood on it. Got the new tires on. I think I showed everybody that. But the dash in there. I'm getting ready to do all the electrical work, so it's just kind of like, it's not like it's I'm taking my time with it. I haven't really got a lot of, I got a lot of work done too, of course, but instead of just taking like being done with it in like a month, it took me like 2 years. So anyway, that's where we're at on that thing. But the Kawasaki Mule, I recommend it. I hope that may have helped you make a decision on what you want to purchase if you're kind of in the market for one. I've been on a John Deere Gator. I rode the CF Motos, test driving those, and Kawasaki's got a good reputation. So I don't have no worries whatsoever on this thing. So, and I'll give you some more updates as this thing moves along into the future, I guess. Is that where I was going with that? I don't know. Some good, neat little lights here. This thing light up pretty good. So, got all kinds of little warning labels on here. You probably need to, make sure you read all of those. Be aware, because this thing it's got the roll bars on it, but they don't mean get crazy with it. So if you're just out wanting to, use it for hunting and use it for some help around, neighbors, whatever, it's a good thing to have. So stay in touch and like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see what happens later on down the line with this thing. I might do like a yearly review of it and go from there. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share with others, and got some more videos coming forward. When I get the roof on it, I'll do a video on putting the roof on, because I started to let them do it, but yeah, they would probably do it. Be easier for them to do it, but I want to try to do it myself and see if I can save a little money too. If you let them do it, it's probably like $120 more for a dealer to get a windshield for this thing too. So got the hose to mount it on here. So I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how the windshield goes on there. But anyway, have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy time off, and I'll see you on the next one.